because all of you आपका success भी होगा, and आप अभी तो सोच रहे हो कि success बड़ा अच्छा है, but मैं आपको ये भी warn कर दूँ that when you have success, that also is a crisis at some point of time. Success also has its own set of challenges. What are the challenges associated with having success? When I had my greatest success, there was a void created by the success. I had a lack of motivation. जब हम successful होते हैं, what we feel is हम एक peak पे चढ़ते हैं, okay? फिर human nature होता है कि हमको अब अगले peak पे जाना है, and we want to jump onto the next peak. But there is nothing called jumping onto the next peak. आपको जो आपने peak चढ़ी है, पहले you have to climb it down, and then step by step work your way to the next peak.
But it's human behavior. Many of us would not like to climb that.
No, because when you are successful, you also become a little defensive. It's human nature. And when you become defensive, then you tell yourself कि अब मैंने ये किया और मेरे को success आ गया, अब मुझे यही repeat करना है और मेरा दूसरा success भी आ जाएगा. And that is a big mistake that you will make, because many things are changing. And you have to keep that into consideration. Number one, the environment around you will change, competition will change, training methodologies will change. But more than that, you as a person will also change. You know, your personal motivations will also change. Your perspective to life will also change. And you have to continuously adapt to changes. And lastly, it is about embracing change. Because when we are successful, you know, sometimes change is not comfortable. When we get, हम करते हैं coach, we get comfortable doing things a certain way, and we don't want to change because it takes us out of our comfort zone. But when you're the people who have the courage to change, when things are even going well, they are the ones who are able to sustain success the most. So those are a couple of things I wanted to share.
Brilliant.
About.
With your permission, I'd like to take 5 questions from the floor. They're very keen to ask you. So I apologize, only take 5 questions. Just raise your hand and please ask your question. This is a great moment where you can ask questions to the Olympic champion himself. Yes.
This is Ritisha from Udaipur, Rajasthan. I wanted to ask you that you've already have a feat of gold medal in Olympics in your sport. So what next do you achieve? Do you aim to achieve rather than being a gold medalist already?
Thank you.
Well, I have great motivation in trying to empower other people. I have great motivation in trying to help other people. To help create other winners. So that is something which I dedicate a lot of my time to. I run a foundation which works with athletes, which work with young children, it works with youth, and that is something I really enjoy doing. It is, sport gave me a lot in life, and I find it very, very meaningful to try and do something to give back to society, to try and give back to my sport. So that is something which I spend a lot of my current time doing, and that is something which gives me great amount of satisfaction, great amount of fulfillment, and at times even more happiness than winning a gold medal.
Thank you very much. I can tell you that this year, Abhinav was conferred Olympic Charter, a huge honor by the International Olympic Committee. He is also the member of the Athletics Commission to voice the concerns of athletes. Yes, please.
Myself, Devanshan from Rawat Bhata. Abhinav, you are a shooting player and it needs a lots of concentration. When your adrenaline level is going so high in front of the whole country, how do you keep up your concentration in such conditions?
Good question, very good question. I think there is, firstly you have to accept it. As I told earlier, when the adrenaline goes high, when the heart rate goes high, and when you're feeling this chaos inside of yourself, firstly you have to step back and say, okay, it's there, we can't do anything about it, let's work with it. Very important, I think, is to focus on your breath, because when you're able to have some focus on your breathing, you're able to bring your mind to this present moment. When the adrenaline comes, जब adrenaline आता है, what happens is the mind wants to race away, and the mind wants to, बड़े thoughts आते हैं, the mind gets distracted. But the most important thing in pressure, as you call it, adrenaline and this and that, is the person's ability to reorient yourself to the current moment. And how do the best way to reorient yourself to the current moment, when you have this adrenaline, when you have this rush happening in your body, is to focus on your breathing, because that breath reorients you to the here and now. When you are reoriented to the here and now, when your mind is refocused to the current moment, then you are again focused to give your best. You are able to focus on executing your skill. You are able to execute what you have worked towards. So that is a strategy that I always employed, and that is something that kind of works for me.
And I read somewhere, Abhinav, that when you were shooting, even in the finals, you do what is known as a micro yoga, just concentrating on one breath and then the next shot. Is that true?
That is correct, yes.
Very nice. Next question.
Hello sir, I am Dhruv Borse from Nasik, Maharashtra. I want to ask that what should the players of India do to achieve more medals in the Olympic Games?
Well, I think firstly hard work. They should continue to work hard. They should continue to. I think what is very, very important, what I keep telling athletes in India, is to develop self-awareness. One has to become a very self-aware person. What do I mean by self-aware person? By really understanding your mind, by really understanding your body, and to develop an ability to prevent mistakes. When you have awareness of yourself, when you have supreme amount of concentration to be present in the current moment, you suddenly develop the ability to prevent things from going wrong. When you do not have a high degree of self-awareness, then you only become a very reactive person. You react to situations when things have already gone away. And the Olympics is such an unforgiving event, because it comes only once in 4 years. There are so many athletes who take part in it, best of the best from the whole world. And the ones who are just able to prevent small mistakes from happening are the ones who are able to actually stand on the podium. So that is the advice I give to athletes.
Thank you very much. Fourth question.
Yes, I am Adhya Paul from Mumbai, Maharashtra, and I have a question that why did you choose shooting only? If you ask anyone about to name any sport, so common answers would be football, cricket, etc.
The problem was I hated all of them. The problem was I was such a fat boy who hated any kind of movement, and then suddenly I found a sport where I didn't need to move, so I fell in love with this sport. So that was the entry point.
Why didn't you choose archery or table tennis?
Because I met my first coach, Colonel Dhillon, and that was the entry point.
Okay, yes. Final question. Yes, please.
Hi everybody, my name is Pratik Parida from Bangalore, Karnataka. How do you maintain sustainable success in this competitive world?
Well, I talked about it a little bit. I think you sustain success by keep reinventing yourself, by by being open to change, by remaining adaptable, by having the courage to continue to take risks, having the courage to take yourself out of your comfort zone all the time, and the ability of a person to remain focused and having that drive and desire and that hunger to keep succeeding. I think these are factors which all contribute to sustaining success. Being successful once is one thing, but then to continue to be successful is a completely different ballgame. So a few elements of all these elements that I talked about, if you focus on that, I'm sure you'll be able to sustain success for a long time.
Well, let's have a round of applause for Abhinav sir for answering all your questions. We've got some youngsters waiting. I'll come to them in just a bit. This final round. In shooting, we got the first silver. in 2004. Then you got us gold in Beijing. 2012 we had 2 medals, Vijay Kumar and then Gagan Naran giving us bronze, but then drought for 2 times. This time we had in pistol, Manu Bakar, couple of awards, and one with Swapnil Gosale. How do you see evolution of shooting in Olympics? Can we expect more in Los Angeles 2028?
Well, I think shooting is developing tremendously. We talked about how 16,000 athletes take part at the nationals, so there's a great amount of depth of talent in this sport, and I have no doubt that we will continue to win medals, we will continue to become stronger, and we'll continue to develop. Of course, there will be competition from different parts of the world, and we have to continue to keep improving our own systems, keep improving our own training methodologies, and I'm sure that there will be continuous focus. But the positive thing is that there is a tremendous amount of talent which is available in the sport of shooting.
And India is also bidding for 2036 Olympics. All going well, we should have Ahmedabad host 2036 Olympics. Do you think that will be one big event and perhaps very good for sports?
Absolutely, and I hope that on the back of that bid, and hopefully we'll be able to win that bid, we should be able to change how sport is perceived in this country. We have to, we all talk कि हमारे तो जी खाली 7 मेडल आते हैं, इतना बड़ा देश, 1.4 बिलियन पॉपुलेशन, आपका भी सवाल यही है. पर मैं आपसे एक सवाल पूछता हूँ. What is the playing population of our country? How many of us actually play sport? अगर आप मुझे वो नंबर बताएंगे तो ये 7 मेडल तो बहुत अच्छा कर रहे हैं हम. So what we have to do in that bid is that we have to give more opportunities to our youth, to our young people to experience sport, not just experience sport for becoming Olympic champions, but experience sport for the sheer joy of playing sport, for building character through sport and becoming healthier through sport.
Just final round. We know Abhinav Bindra, the shooter, outside shooting. What are you as a person, your likings, dislikings, your favorite travel destination, your favorite food?
I love food. I'm a foodie. I spend all my money on food.
Have you tried kachori of Kota?
आज करेंगे.
आज करेंगे. एक और सवाल.
मुझे जाने दीजिए.
एक और सवाल. वो जो पूछ रहे थे क्रिकेट, फुटबॉल, आप एडवर्टीजमेंट में ज्यादा क्यों नजर नहीं आते?
कोई देता ही नहीं है तो मैं कैसे करूँ?
और आप पर हम पिक्चर कब देखेंगे? हमने आपकी ऑटोबायोग्राफी तो पढ़ी है, शॉर्ट एट द हिस्ट्री. When can we see a biopic on your life? It is so inspirational.
Hopefully soon, but अगर बननी चाहिए तो ढंग की बननी चाहिए. नहीं से मैं तो बहुत बुरा लगूंगा. तो you one thing for sure है, आप मुझे नाचते हुए तो देखेंगे नहीं. Let's see.
Which actor will play your role?
Nothing decided.
Nothing decided. Well, Abhinav Bindra, speaking to you and every word of you is so inspirational. I think it will help each one of us improve our personality for better. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. And we've got some, please come, just 5 of you. Just 5 of you, the rest can take your seats back. Just playful, can you just help us understand a little bit how can we take a shot? Yeah, maybe they'll do it. Come, Shakti sir. Just guide them, it'll be a nice, playful... Thank you. We can have a couple of 2 more people, the rest can sit. Yeah, okay, come. Rest. That's it. Yeah. Just stay here. Thank you. Let's see how the youngsters aim the target. And this is all in a playful manner to sharpen our focus and concentration, like you also asked in the questions. There we go! On the target! last shot we'll do, and then you can all have one photograph so that we can move on. Okay? Just one last shot, and I hope we will take blessings of Abhinav sir, and we will aim the target. We'll keep control on the breath, like sir guided us, and we'll hit the target. Come, thank you very much. You all can take a photograph with Abhinav sir for posterity. Come, take a picture so that we can move on fast. A big round of applause for the chief guest of today's function. I request everyone to please stay down. Come, he will come. Let's move on. Thank you. Well, we now invite I'd like to request Brajesh Maheshwari sir to please come up on stage, and we like to present a token of gratitude, a memento to the chief guest Abhinav Bindra sir, and thereafter we will come to the rank 3, 2, 1. Brajesh Maheshwari sir to present a memento. We like to express our heartfelt gratitude to Abhinav Bindra sir. Please accept this memento on behalf of Ellen family. Thank you for gracing Tallentex today. I'd like to invite now the gold medalist on stage so that you can be felicitated by Abhinav sir. Jinan Shah, Harshit Singla, Pranit Mathur, Manas Goel. Please come up on stage.